Hello, men. Good to see you. In Romans chapter 3, verses 27 through 31, Paul tells us that it is faith apart from the law, independent of the law, which justifies a man, which gives a man right standing before God. So, no matter whether a person is Jewish or a Gentile, circumcised or uncircumcised, it is that person's faith which saves him, not the works or attempting to keep the law. And then in verse 31, Paul asks a question. He asks, well, does this make the law void through faith? Is the law void? He says, certainly not. In fact, it is our faith which establishes the law. So the question becomes, well, how does faith establish the law? Well, I've come up with 4 reasons why I believe this to be true. First, there had to be a payment, an atonement for violation of the law. The law was not abolished. The law was satisfied through Jesus' atoning death on the cross. There must be a punishment for violating the law. Secondly, our faith in Jesus establishes the law. It does this 3 ways. First, Jesus kept the law. He kept the law perfectly. Secondly, Jesus said, not one jot or tittle of the law shall pass away. The implication being, if you're not saved by grace, you will be judged by the law. And then third, he told us to obey the law, obey his commandments, which are the embodiment of the law. To love God with everything we have, to love our neighbors as ourselves. These things satisfy the law. The third reason why our faith establishes the law, is because a follower of Jesus understands the gravity of sin. It's much harder to go on sinning when one knows that it is our sin which put Jesus on the cross. It is our sin which caused his horrific suffering, that he had to take that upon him. So naturally, that would give a follower of Jesus great pause before violating the law. Fourth, we have been given the Holy Spirit. When a person comes to faith in Jesus Christ, something happens, something outside of us, and that's the indwelling of the Holy Spirit. And that gives us the power to follow the law. For this reason, we're no longer slaves to sin, because the Son of God, has set us free. In Romans chapter 6, when we get there, we will be told that we are now slaves to righteousness and slaves of God. We serve righteousness. We serve God. We have a new direction. The old man has passed away, and the new man is now living inside us. And so for these reasons, our faith establishes the law. The law never lost its importance, but it has no place in salvation. Salvation is by faith alone, through grace alone. And so until I see you again, may the Lord richly bless you, my brothers.